everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're going to be doing a continuation of the music theory instructional videos. And today, we're going to be talking about some things that build upon what we talked about last time. So, let's go ahead and write what the title will be for today. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about modes and scales. Now, if you remember what we talked about last time, we introduced the musical alphabet. So, let's go and start by writing it out. And in this case, we're going to start with C instead of A. And we're going to go in ascending order going down here. So we're going to do C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. So this is what is called the C scale. And specifically, this is the C major scale. So let's write that up here. C major. So if we remember what we talked about last time with whole steps and half steps, we can describe the relationship between each of these notes with the interval between the two, which is how many steps there are between them. So, between C and D is a whole step. Between D and E is a whole step. Between E and F is a half step. Between F and G is a whole step. Between G and A is a whole step. Between A and B is a whole step. And between B and C is a half step. So this pattern of whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step is the interval relationship that describes a major scale. Now a major scale is the most common scale, it's the most basic mode that is used in music. And I'm sure many of you will have heard of major as a mode or a key that pieces or songs are in. Now, building from this major mode, there are 7 modes that are built off of the major scale. So, we're going to make sort of a matrix looking thing here. And what we're going to do is write out the same scale starting on a different note, but increasing this way. So we're going to do C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and C. Now this is the same scale that I wrote before, just going in this direction. And this mode is what is called Ionian. And this is just a fancy way of saying major. So major and Ionian mean the same thing in this context. Now starting on D, we have D, E, F, Mixolydian. Next we have A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. This one is called Mixolydian. Next we have B, C, D, E, F, G, A. And this is called Aeolian. Now, we're back to a mode that I'm sure many of you will be familiar with. This is also called minor. Commonly, there are a few different types of minor scales, but this Aeolian is generally what people refer to when they refer to minor. Specifically, this is called natural minor. Okay, we have one more mode left. Let's go and finish it out. We have C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. This last mode is called Locrian. This is probably the strangest sounding of all the modes, because this and Phrygian sound very odd, because the first interval is a half step, which sounds very strange compared to the other modes. Also, I'd just like to take an aside and say that I'm doing whispering in this video instead of soft-spoken. I'm just kind of trying out both of them, so let me know which one you guys prefer in the comments. I'm just going to play around with both of them for several videos and see kind of what I think sounds the best and what you guys think sounds the best. So these modes are used a lot throughout classical music, and they kind of form the foundation of the types of scales and keys that can be used in pieces to create music. So, what we're going to talk about next is related to scales. We're going to talk about scale degrees. A pretty similar concept to this. So, we'll do it over here since I have a bit more space. So since we have a repeat of the C major scale here, we'll talk about scale degrees here. Basically, a scale degree is just the number that corresponds to what stage in the scale it is. So, C is 1, and scale degrees are referred to with a caret on top, and I'll kind of add a little here to make the 1 a bit more clear. This is 2, this is 3, this is 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, for the C major scale, C is scale degree 1, D is scale degree 2, E is scale degree 3, F is scale degree 4, G is scale degree 5, A is scale degree 6, and B is scale degree 7. These are useful because if we take a look at these other scales we have here, last time, notes that have the same letter but are different pitches, are in different octaves, but they're the same note and they represent the same, essentially, value within the musical language in terms of the context of something like a scale. So, building off of these scales and modes, I'd like to talk about how we can put this down onto paper and be represented in different keys. So, let's go ahead and move this to the side. Bring back out our trusty staff paper. Okay. So, we won't talk about any other clefs yet, so we'll go ahead and draw a triple clef like last time. That's a bit more stylish than last time. Okay. So, we're going to talk now about key signatures. Go ahead and write that up here. So, key signatures are what is written onto staff paper that indicates what key we're in. So, referencing this page again, major Ionian is the most common that is used. So, for example, the C scale is in the key of C major. Now, C major is very easy to represent because all of the notes are natural. There are no sharp notes and there are no flat notes in the key. So representing it in the staff is very simple. So let's just go ahead and write that this is C. So, before we go any further, I think it would be useful to talk about the circle of fifths, because it will help describe kind of the order in which I'm about to show the different key signatures. So, I think this page is blank, so let's turn it over. So we have C. So, a fifth. Let's talk about what a fifth is. Remember earlier, I referenced intervals between notes being represented by whole steps and half steps. So a is F. And a fifth above F is C. And we reach the start of the circle again. I'm going to erase this a little bit more. Okay. It's not a very symmetric looking circle, but this is the circle of fifths going in this direction. And the reason I bring this up is as you go this way along the circle of fifths, the key signature changes by one note. So it's a useful way of going around and introducing key signatures. Specifically, going around this way, we add a sharp between each key. Similarly, as we go this way, anti-clockwise around the circle, we add a flat. So, let's go ahead and look at a few key signatures. Now that we have this circle of fifths. So, the key signature for G is 1 sharp, and that sharp is F sharp. And we'll just look at a few here, we won't go through all of them. Next we'll look at D, which is F sharp and C sharp. And next we have A, which is F sharp, C sharp, G sharp. We'll stick to that for the sharps. So starting back over, if we go now the opposite way around the circle, this is the circle of fourths going this way because the interval down to F, from F to C, sorry, from C to F, yes, sorry. If you're going C up to F is a fourth. So, if we look back at this, from C up to F is a fourth. So, the circle of fourths has a similar relationship as the circle of fifths. It's just we add a flat instead of adding a sharp. So, if we look at F, F has 1 flat, which is B flat. B flat has 2 flats, which is B flat and E flat. E flat has 3 flats, B flat, E flat, and A flat. So we'll just look at these for now, just as examples. So within each of these keys describe how the notes are altered as you write them on the staff. So in G major, every F that appears, unless otherwise stated, is an F sharp. So let's go to G and let's write some another triple clef here. And let's write the G scale. So now that we have this, we are in the key of G major. So we'll start at G to A to B to C to D to E to F to G, and we'll go ahead and write the stems in. Okay. So this is the G major scale. We can see that we have a sharp here. So this F is F sharp. every scale. So, whatever the root of the scale is, which is the base note of that scale, that is always scale degree 1. And this is the first 3 sharp key signatures and the first 3 flat key signatures. Okay. So we've reached the end of the video here, and I hope to, in the future, talk more about minor scales, chords, things like that, kind of building off of what we've talked about here and applying it to other things. So, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you are feeling relaxed and sleepy if you're going to sleep, or just relaxed if you're just watching to feel relaxed.